Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. My name is Da Vinci Jeremy. I'm here in Dubai. Used to live in Chile. Now I'm in Dubai and I'm loving it here, right? But I'll be honest. If I could go back to Chile right away, I would. But I need to, get a few things done here and also in Chile before I can actually go back. So waiting for that to get done, and once it is, I'm most likely going back. I can't say definitely because things could change. Oh boy, man! Wow, we did an excellent show today on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Make sure you check it out. You see, there's some serious things. If Bitcoin and Ethereum breaks up higher, right, we can see them stay high for the rest of the year. Oh, that's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to see that happen. Oh boy, yeah, and the alts, man. The alts they're just having their field day, right? They're just off and popping. We're going to talk about that and more in today's episode and go over some of the news. So make sure you watch all the way to the end because it's awesome. We're doing this in front of a live audience. So if you want to participate, you can do so by subscribing at davincej15.com. And you could see what alts I have in my portfolio, how much money I'm making on these alts, and how to do so as well. So come on down and join us on the alts. Remember, it's not anything you see here is not financial advice. Please do your own research before putting any money into the markets. Does anybody remember when this was all red? And there was it was red forever. Now what we got here is a lot of the little ladies got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 doubles that are possible here for the little ladies. I wonder if any of our guys out there got paid on this, right? And I got paid recently on SOL. No, I'm not as shalt out of luck here, but I'm not shalt coin out of luck here. I'm actually got paid on that one as well. Wow, what a pump on these coins. These coins have pumped heavily, and they will continue to do so. Priced in Bitcoin, notice, not dollars. In dollars, it's probably pumped even more. Let's see here. In dollars, everything's green. Everything. Everything's completely green, of course. Yeah, so that's why I liked it priced in Bitcoin, because I want to know if I'm earning some more real money, not some pansy money. Alrighty, yeah, so remember, if you do join us, right, Lee is always providing excellent trades. Look at this. He's showing you, hey, you know what? You could have bought in on this, right, way back at $34. And look, you're up 44% if you like to trade in dollars. Also, check this out. Oh, my goodness. We could, on the breakout, there you go. We're up, you could have been up 125% almost there. If you took that trade that Lee provided in the group. I hope you did. All right. Man, Intel discloses 800K investments in crypto exchange Coinbase. Yeah, because we're going through hyperinflation, and you might want to get to hold some assets that is gonna drag your stock up. So that's what they do. Yeah, and they know what time it is. They're looking at their watch and yeah, it's time for us to get loaded up on stuff that we need to survive this coming inflation that the government is committed to accomplishing in a very short time. So that's what I see when I see that. That's what I see. I'm sure they've done a whole lot more. Investments in cryptocurrencies and blockchain doubled in the first half of 2021. Yes, there you go, folks. And this is probably investment. Look who it is. According to a new report an international consulting firm, that's one of the big five, KPMG, investments in cryptocurrency and blockchain are on the rise due to the ever-growing interest of investors, or to the ever-growing inflation. So yeah, so these guys deal with, like, they're looking at balance sheets of companies, not people like you and me. No. Corporations. They've doubled their efforts to get in. Okay, so there you go. So that was probably last quarter. Oh yeah, first half. So first half compared to the latter half of last year, where they were like, yeah, it's the scam. It's what this Michael Saylor's just talking nonsense about. And now they're like, maybe we should get some of that, since we're seeing like a 25% increase across the board on our inflation. Yeah, I know the government's saying it's 5%, but we're seeing 25. Yeah, it's coming. I hope you got your Bitcoins. HIVE blockchain orders 1,800 more Bitcoin miners. Now, they're not getting. I want you to know that I put this story here because a lot of people, when they get into the Bitcoin space, some people consider mining, and I want you to understand, if you don't mine properly, you're not going to win. And they're not getting these miners, right, for another until 2022, right? So 6 months or so, and they only get a batch of 300. You are shelling out money. Think about it. Think about this for a second. The amount of money that they shelled out for mining equipment, and right, that could have went to just buying Bitcoin. Well, these Bitcoin, right, are going to be worth a lot more by the time they even get these mining equipment. Way more, probably with like $500,000, right? So you're thinking, whoa, great, they get to mine Bitcoin at $500,000. Hold on, dog. Hold on. Slow your roll. They could have bought those Bitcoins today at $50,000 or less, and then watched them go up, right? 10x. So now they'll not be able to get the same amount of Bitcoins that they've just spent in dollars today, tomorrow when they go to mine. Need to think about that for a second. Now, you're saying, then, dude, why would anybody want to do that then? Well, there's the way money works, right? You have to understand how money works. If you understand that money gets created from debt, right, you can borrow a whole ton of money to buy the miners, which is money that you're just printing out of thin air, to go buy these miners, and then you don't have to worry. It's not your money, right? You just need to pay back the loan through the process of mining, and that's it. And then take a small profit on the top of that. That's what you're doing. And that works. And that's how you mine properly. You don't use your own money. Don't put your dollars into mining. Just buy Bitcoin. Don't do that, right? It's okay if you borrow money maybe to go into mining maybe, right? Just to cover your debts through that. But that's the only way. Don't use your hard-earned capital. And effectively, as an individual, maybe if you're able to get a loan at a low interest rate, you might want to just put that into Bitcoin itself. just saying. All right. KYC will not protect us. Bitcoin and encryption will. Okay, Let me just read a small section of this because this article is long, and I want to point something out about KYC that's not mentioned here, and also that's you need to understand about the evils that are that have gone on. Our world is filled with atrocious threats, crimes, and violence. Human trafficking, child abuse, state-sponsored violence, terrorism, and a laundry list of other hideous acts require tools to fight back and ultimately reduce the frequency to close to zero as possible. Okay. I want to point something out to everybody in the world. United States had per capita before 1970 the most amount of guns per capita still, right? Even back then, right? And that there was never a school shooting. Yet, going forward, there was many. What was the disconnect? What changed? I don't know. Maybe the money changed. Then people have started losing wealth over time. People started being. We've seen it throughout history. If we look throughout our history books, because we got that, we could look at the past. What degrades a society? Oh, that's right. When the money gets debased, when the governments print the money, we see the whole society degrade. Maybe that's why we're seeing an uptick in crimes and criminal behaviors, even at the highest level, like the presidency, where you can see that he's clearly a pedophile. I mean, anybody who doesn't see that, you need to watch a couple more videos of him with little girls, and there's plenty of them. There's plenty of them. Yeah. Okay. So that's where we're at the complete degradation of society because of the destructive nature of our current monetary system. That's what's causing it, right? Unfortunately, there is a massive disagreement about the types of tools we should use in order to be successful as possible in this endeavor to stop this violence. You can't do it. You can't do it defensively. It's not going to work, right? You can try all you want. It's just not, right? Because our whole system's corrupt, even to the court system. So it's a complete disaster that the monetary system has created this monster. In the one camp, we have offensive tactic to tools to attempt to reduce the levels of horrific crimes by making criminal activity more difficult. Yeah, and notice that it never works, right? We still have more crime, right? If we take away the guns from people in Illinois, it doesn't mean you won't see any gun violence. Oh man, this could be in the form of cutting off terrorist financing known through Know Your Customer laws or anti-money laundering (AML). Now, all this KYC is just I want to know who you are and where you're spending that money and where you got the money and all that kind of nonsense. And then, for the AML, right? So, I mean, it's just ridiculous. That just frustrates customers, the honest people, and prevents, innovation, basically, slows down innovation. It is not a tool for fighting crime. And it mostly is a tool for surveillance, right, of the population, and not to, fight crime. Well, Bitcoin, almost $1 trillion, but you know what? I was looking into an article that said, oh, we have this realized market cap and it's at 400 billion. And I'm making realized based on what? Oh, based on the coins that have moved. Okay, which one do you classify moved and which one you don't? And it didn't clarify that. And I think and because of that, right, you have to be careful of statistics, right? Because there's something called lies, damn lies, in statistics, right? So you can get false information or false feeling of false feeling based on statistics. So be careful. I would like to see more data on that realized market cap, so that I could say, okay, right, I can make my own decision and say yes, it's good, or no, it's not, and here's why. Or maybe even say, okay, well, they can create it in sort of range. Like, for example, let's just count coins that only moved a year, less than a year. But then again, how do you make sure? Because what if somebody who's just moving the coin to one address, and how do you know that they're just consolidating coins, right? I mean, it's just there's so many things you can that is difficult to use. Now, I would say for a realized market cap, any coin that moved at all within a specific time frame should be a realized cap, and we should be looking at it on both on a yearly, a 2-year, 3-year, 4-year, 5-year, 6-year, 7-year, to see what the realized cap, and look at each one individually, so that we can make our own choice on which one is best to represent the realized market cap of Bitcoin. And that's my personal opinion, and that's why I'm just putting it out there. All right, Colombian president advisor, Bitcoin is the most brilliant piece of software. Okay, you just figured that out, right? Thanks, man. Thanks for the heads up. That's what we all know right here. Well, that's all good. But it would be nice to see them actually turning that into useful legislation in the future. Hopefully they do, since they do like Bitcoin, and yeah, that would be positive for their country. Alrighty, I'm closing it off with Bank of Korea is to pilot a CBDC on Samsung Galaxy phones. One of the things that they want to do, right? I'm looking at this, and I was like, Korea Central Bank is piloting a digital currency through Galaxy smartphones of South Korean multi-nation tech giant Samsung Electronics, according to the reports of the Korean Times on August 8th. They were doing testing. Okay, so I missed that part where I thought I had it highlighted. They wanted to do basically test to see this thing, how it would work offline. So one of the things that Bitcoin doesn't do is the ability to send Bitcoin on a non-connected coin system, right, to somebody who is connected. So what does I mean? What do I mean by that? Basically taking your phone or device that's not connected to the internet, right, and going to the store and going, okay, I'd like to buy that, and this doesn't have internet, and so I don't want it to have internet, and I want to like go boop and send you the money. And whilst Bitcoin doesn't have that, that would be a cool feature for Bitcoin to have. It can technically have it. It's just slightly difficult. Has a slight issue that because of the way the system works when it's trying to send coins. It doesn't send the minus from your account and add to another account. It doesn't work that way, and because it doesn't work that way, it may not be exactly possible to have an offline system where you can send some coins and then determine be able to send them again another time, send the rest another time, because of the complex nature of the way Bitcoin is structured, its transactions when it does a transaction. Because what it does, it sends the person you want to send some coins, and it might send you back change. And so without knowing if that transaction went through on your hardware device that's not connected, it doesn't know if that transaction went to. It'll make it difficult for it to actually send another transaction afterwards. And so, yeah, it's not quite possible, right, to do what these central bank digital currencies are planning or trying to accomplish, which is have a currency that you don't have to be on the internet to use, right? And that's the only killer feature that they're going to have, right? When you compare it to Bitcoin, actually. So quite interesting in that sense, right? Very interesting in that sense. Alrighty. So with that said, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Lots of positive things going on in the cryptocurrency space and Bitcoin, because like Bitcoin, even though it might not have all the features of a CBDCs, it will be still be 1,000 times better than the central bank digital currency, and that's why Bitcoin's real. Bitcoin's here to stay, and you need to be a part of it. Thanks for watching. Bye.